Does every game need multiplayer? Short answer, no. Long answer, absolutely not. Multiplayer games are getting more and more popular every year. A chance to share an experience with a friend or prove your skills against someone else is just what people love doing nowadays. But on single player only games that cannot be played together, people seem to only want one thing: multiplayer. They wish they could experience a story together or just live through an overall experience with a friend. But do we really need that? Do we really need for every game to be a thing you can do together? Should developers just stop making games designed to be played by only one person? Like I said, no they shouldn't. And there are multiple reasons for this, but let me start with the most obvious one. Not everyone can or wants to play games with other people. I'm personally mostly a single player kind of person. I love playing games while watching YouTube or Twitch or maybe a TV show, and that's just not possible when playing multiplayer games. Sure, when I'm playing games with someone, I don't want to watch something on the side because I don't need to, but that doesn't mean that there aren't times I just want to sit back, destroy an AI in FIFA, and rewatch Criminal Minds for the 10th time on the side. If there had only been multiplayer games, that probably wouldn't be possible. Not in the same way at least. And yes, I know, FIFA is mostly a multiplayer game. But for the past 19 years that I've been playing the franchise, I've only ever played local multiplayer, usually just destroying my brother. So with that in mind, no, games shouldn't be only multiplayer. But that's not exactly the question I was asking, was it? Does every game need multiplayer? What I think I'm really asking here is, does every game need a multiplayer mode if it's otherwise only single player? And I still think the answer is no. There are games like The Binding of Isaac where multiplayer is achieved by allowing kind of like a buddy system in the game. A second character that is significantly weaker but can still be part of the experience, making the game a fun co-op experience. And that's great. But there are also games like A Way Out that are designed to be played together as the main gimmick for the game. But a game like God of War that's only single player, couldn't you just give that multiplayer too? Like, it could mix the Binding of Isaac co-op system while showing a split screen like in A Way Out. One player controls Kratos, another Atreus. I don't see what the problem is. In theory, yeah, that sounds awesome. But it isn't. If you've played either the 2018 God of War or the more recent Ragnarok, you'll know how important the story is to the game. Playing as Kratos lets you experience the story from his perspective, as a god and as a father. You're grieving, and so is Atreus, and you're teaching him everything there is to be taught, while doing everything in your power to keep him safe. He doesn't ever move far from you because he shouldn't. He doesn't explore on his own because he shouldn't. He's only a child, and you're making sure that he's safe, even if you don't always succeed. None of that would work the same if Atreus was controlled by another player. It would severely change the game's dynamic. Plus, of course, it could mess with the epic one-take effect they're going for. That is literally impossible in that case. Clearly, the answer is no. Not every game needs a multiplayer mode. Not every game needs to be a co-op experience or have an arena game mode where you can slay monsters together or fight each other. If it fits the game and the story it wants to tell, sure, why not? But single-player experiences shouldn't be forced to become multiplayer experiences. Besides, do you have any idea how difficult it is to implement multiplayer? It still gives me nightmares. Anyway, thanks for watching, subscribe, I'll see you all next time.